me today, I have Sara Carpenter. She is from Winnipeg, and she's also admin for a Facebook page called Manitoba Monarch Mission. Sara, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I would love to start off by asking you what got you interested in monarch butterflies?
For sure. So many years ago, I actually watched a documentary. It's called Flight of the Butterflies. And basically, it's just a really good educational movie about monarchs and their whole entire life cycle, as well as their migration process. And then basically ever since that, I started planting milkweed and watching the beautiful monarchs come and visit us.
Amazing. I would love to know for people interested in helping monarch butterflies live and thrive. Yeah, what can they do? Especially we're coming up on May long weekend. A lot of people are starting to plant their gardens. Yeah, what can people do?
I would definitely recommend planting milkweed. Milkweed is the only plant that monarch caterpillars can eat. So we need milkweed in order for them to survive.
Okay. Is there anything involving housing like cocoons for monarchs? Is that a thing? I'm not quite sure. You're the expert, so you tell me.
You can definitely get an enclosure if you're interested in raising them. But if basically, as long as they have the milkweed, they should be able to survive on their own with just that. But if you are interested, you can definitely look on like Amazon into getting an enclosure to raise them.
Nice. Okay, wonderful. I would love to know because obviously I don't know that much about monarchs, although they are absolutely stunning. Could you tell us a few facts about them that people might not know?
Yeah, for sure. One thing that's really neat is that the males and the females are easily distinguishable from each other. The males have two black dots on their hind wings, and the females
Really cool.
don't.
Okay. And
Another, oh, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, no, you go ahead.
Another interesting fact is that when they're caterpillars, they actually grow 2,000 times their original size in a matter of 2 weeks, approximately 2 weeks, give or take.
Wow. And
Yeah.
okay, you were talking about the migration before. I would love to know. So
Yes.
Manitoba is part of their migration area and
Yes.
pattern?
Yes. So basically, in the springtime, they travel from Mexico. So they lay eggs on the way, and those babies will further north, all the way up to Manitoba, um, to raise their or to have more babies up here. And then basically, in the fall, they will travel back it's approximately 4,000 kilometers all the way back to Mexico to overwinter
That
there.
is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So the caterpillars eat milkweed. Is there anything in particular that the butterflies take in, or is it just any kind of flower with pollen?
Usually, like they prefer the nectar from like native plants. So that's another good thing to plant is native plants that are common to your area, because they just absolutely love the nectar. They can sense it in the air and they just go straight towards it.
That is so neat. Well, Sara, I've learned a lot this morning. Thank you for taking the time. And
Thank
we're going
you.
to let people know that they can help the monarch butterflies thrive as well. One last question.
Definitely.
Um, are monarch butterflies in trouble at all of being extinct, or like how is it? How are they doing in that way?
They're not doing great right now, to be honest. Their numbers are down 59% since last year, which is huge. So basically, with not having enough milkweed, with the hot summer we had last year, yeah, their numbers were not very, very good, unfortunately. So we need to plant milkweed.
Absolutely. We're going to encourage our listeners to do that. Thank you again
Perfect.
for taking the time and have a
Thank you.
great rest of your day and May long weekend coming up.
You as well. Thank you.